What's up, my friends? How are y'all doing today? Hope everything's going fine in your life, and we're going to see if we can help you make your life a little bit better. If you're here as a beginner affiliate, I'm going to show you how to find your first affiliate niche. And what we need to do to start with is I'm going to go ahead and get a project started. And as I start this, I can kind of explain how I do this. Okay, so, and then we'll talk more once I get this project started. This is a Keyword Researcher Pro. You're probably already familiar with it if you're watching this video. It's a great keyword tool, and it'll help you not only find a niche, but actually dig into it and drill down. But the first thing we have to do is decide a niche. Now, what I always do is you have to go after a pretty massive market to be able to find multiple niches within that market. Niches are exactly that. They're something that hangs out below the market level. The market encompasses a lot of niches like health, weight loss, and you can even go further. Let's say arthritis. In fact, let's do arthritis. So to find out, first thing I would want to know is how many types of arthritis are there. So we'll do a quick search, and yeah, I looked at it a little bit earlier. They say there's about 100 of them, but there's some main ones, and then they break those down into subs. So you got osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, I can't even pronounce that one, fibromyalgia, gout, lupus, back pain, and other muscular and skeletal pain. So let's take osteoarthritis as an example. Now, osteoarthritis is a pretty cool little topic. So let's go ahead and dig into that one. Let's see if I can get my keyword tool back up. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that right there. And we're going to go into the tool and pop in osteoarthritis. And we're going to move this over so we can see this a little bit better, because we want to be able to pick. Okay, how to A. Let's get, I don't know why they have that one in there. That is the most pain in the butt little addition they. How does osteoarthritis. Why? I would just throw and just load this puppy up. Let's see what else we can find here. Trying to get through this as quickly as possible so we can talk while this is running. I just wanted you to see it running. So we're just going to stop there, and we're going to let that puppy roll for a little while, and we're going to talk as it's finding keywords. I'm going to speed it up just a tad, because this is going to take a while, and I figured since I was going to prep for the video on sorting your keywords once you found a niche, that we would talk a little bit about finding your first niche as a beginner. First thing I need to say before I say the most common thing said about finding your niche is it's not cliche if you really think about it. Most say do what you're passionate about. And I just wanted to get all this out there and open because my version is a little bit different than the standard statement on finding a niche. This is what I believe you should do. I think you do what you're in love with, what you're interested in, or something you encountered in your life that you had to solve, like a medical or financial issue. Maybe you needed to learn how to build a dog house or refinish your wood floors. Who knows? I mean, everybody deals with different things in their lives. I found that the most helpful stuff is to do what Gary Vaynerchuk said, and that's don't create anything, Just document what you've experienced in your life. That's what's meaningful to people. So basically, let's put it this way: this is not a walk in the park. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Affiliate marketing is a business. If you treat it as a business, it will reward you as a business. If you treat it as a hobby, always remember, hobbies are expensive. They cost you money. So you either got to jump in and dig into it. So, and to do the amount of work, in fact, to do the amount of writing that you have to do, you better be interested in whatever you're writing about, or you're going to be burnt out before you get done marketing your site, because you're going to have to create content for the site. That's going to be a lot of research. That's going to be a lot of writing. And then you're going to have to market it, which means you've got to do a lot more content to spread across the web to bring additional traffic and viewers to your content. And as you're doing that, you'll end up building links to your site, inadvertently, just by doing what you should do to market your content. And then it's going to rank anyway. And then you got a steady flow of traffic and conversions from there on out if you do what you're supposed to do. And that's what this course is about, to show you what you're supposed to do. I can't make you do it. It's going to be hard. So pick something you're interested in at the very least. Okay? Something that you encountered in your life that meant a lot to you. It's like I had gout. And it was killing me. I didn't want to be on medications. So I figured out how to reverse it on my own. And it was diet related. And I learned a lot about gout and what the mainstream medical does. Now, here's the thing. If you're in medical stuff, you can make good money just continuing to write on big niches. So, like our example here, we went to osteoarthritis, but what if we'd have just bought a domain that was based on arthritis to start with, to run the blog? So then you have all these different types of arthritis, and you could dig into what they are, and you could write a lot of content about it and just put AdSense on it, and you could probably make $10,000-$15,000 a month in a year just off AdSense, just by putting informational stuff out. You don't even have to worry about an affiliate link. But you're going to be continuously writing and promoting. And the whole idea of affiliate is to go ahead and build you a site, get it pushed up in 3 to 6 months, do it the right way, and you could take 5 years off if you pick the right niche, and depending on what your income needs are. Or you could do like most of us do, you get addicted to it, and then you're building site number 2, and then site number 3, and then site number 4, and then it's a never-ending process. But as you do that, your income builds. But back to what we were talking about, you're going to write a lot about any niche that you get into, and that's just it. Now, if you've done the arthritis-based one, you could cover every one of the different types of arthritis, and you could write probably thousands of articles that you would then rank, and you would become so niche that you would dominate your space as long as you followed the program. And it would continue to grow once you were into the top, because once you get your articles and everything else into the top of the search engines, then they're going to be used as sources for other people, especially once you're a dominant site. If you're an authority site, in other words, you've done the research, you put out top quality content, you actually help people, you're going to have good user retention. You're going to have a very good bounce rate, which we'll get into all the SEO stuff in the other part, which is the marketing part. But the whole thing is, pick something that you like, because you're going to write a crap load about it. Now, if you have money to invest, you can circumvent a lot of that writing. If you can invest money, X amount of money for X amount of months before you start seeing a decent return, then you're ahead of the game. So if you're already comfortable in your living and you have money to spare, you can basically outsource all this. You would have to write your outlines. You would have to do the keyword research. You would have to write your outlines. You would actually have to put the content in your site and on the different platforms that you would need to spread it on in the different formats. But you can outsource the entire project, short of stuff that you need to be on top of to manage for conversion rates and stuff like that. But we'll get into more detail on that later. The good thing is, at least you have a guide now. We're going to walk you through the entire process, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short because we're already 10 minutes in. And now you know the basics of how to start a niche. We started on this one. So you start with the top level of whatever it is. Let's say it's go-karts. You just pop in go-karts and start doing, you know, in the where we done this. Go-kart and go-karts, because you have a singular and plural. You go through, click the relevant ones where you want, and you want questions and answers. Okay, you really do. You want questions and answers. And that helps out a whole lot because you're helping them. And when you help them, okay, so think about this from a psychological perspective. Has anybody ever helped you out when you were in a bind? You know, whether it was money, doing a favor for you, coming and helping you move, whatever it was. You know, you got friends that actually do that kind of stuff. When somebody does something for you, you always feel somewhat indebted to them. That's called reciprocity, which we'll dig into later once we get deeper into content and how this whole system works. But you gain from helping people. It's the only way you make money doing this is you got to help people. It's got to be in your best interest, their best interest, and the merchant's best interest. That's all there is to it. If it's not, if everybody doesn't win, then you're all losing. That I can assure you. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut this short. I'm going to wait on this to finish going through, and then we're going to start sorting and doing more searches on singular topics within there. From the main keywords that we get on this list that's filling this field right now. And right now we've got 566 and we're not even halfway through. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and because we've talked about finding your first affiliate niche. So it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's go-karts. It doesn't matter if it's golf. It doesn't matter if it's football. It doesn't matter what your interests are or what you've encountered in your life. There are people looking for it. I can promise you this. So don't worry about that. Stick to what you know, stick to what you're interested in and maybe want to learn, because let me tell you something, if you build a site about a topic, you're going to be a pretty fair expert by the time you get done. So this is a good way to force you to learn something you're already interested in. And then you just document your path through what you're learning in content, and it will be useful to people. And that will make your site popular. And there's always products available for just about any niche out there. And there are products out there for sale for osteoarthritis. So we'll get into that in the next video. So take this to heart. Think about it, about the depth of doing what you're passionate about, what you're interested in, or what you dealt with in life that were a pain to you that you had to solve. Because that's really what this is all about. So this is how you find your niche. So have a good day, and I'll have you another video right below. Have a good day.